the River Gambia. It not only gives the country its name, it is also its lifeline, the heart of the country. Without it, Gambia could not exist. Gambia is the smallest country on the African mainland in terms of area. Located on the west coast, it is completely surrounded by Senegal. This unusual shape of the country was created, unsurprisingly, by the ruthless influence of the Europeans. Great Britain ultimately secured control of the Gambia River and the surrounding area, while France conquered the surrounding region that now forms Senegal. The shape of Gambia was determined at the time by the range of British ship cannons, which sailed up the river and drove out the French troops. Thus, the Gambia is divided into two halves, the North Bank and the South Bank. The only ferry connection in the capital Banjul, along with small boats and a bridge further upstream, is a crucial transport link. The Gambia is rich in natural beauty. Its location on the Atlantic Ocean with beautiful beaches and its proximity to the national parks in Senegal offer attractive opportunities for tourism. The country has a diverse culture and a history dating back to the 9th century. The approximately 2.5 million Gambians are known for their warmth and sense of community. Nevertheless, they face major challenges. Gambia is one of the poorest countries in the world, with a predominantly young population that is urgently seeking prospects for the future. Like many African countries, Gambia is dependent on infrastructure measures by foreign governments and companies. Gambia has granted fishing rights off its coast to the Chinese, who are also building its roads and bridges. And the capital, Banjul, is supplied with electricity by a Turkish oil-fired power ship. There are no significant mineral resources, and many foodstuffs and most consumer goods have to be imported. For example, many fruits and some vegetables are imported from Morocco or Senegal. There are virtually no industrial enterprises, only a few food processing factories. The tiny port of Banjul can only accommodate a maximum of 2 cargo ships to unload goods. As a result, ships sometimes have to wait for days off the coast. The economy is fragile and heavily dependent on agriculture, which employs almost 75% of the population. The river determines life and the land. Apart from tourism, the river and the agriculture associated with it are the most important economic force in the Gambia. However, agriculture in the Gambia reflects the country's challenges. Soil depleted by overuse and irregular rainfall, a lack of access to modern technology, and infrastructure that hinders the efficient transportation and marketing of products. Added to this are the effects of climate change, which are increasingly affecting the country in the form of prolonged droughts and flooding. But sustainable approaches to agriculture offer the chance to give Gambia a future. With the support of international partners such as the State Agency for the Promotion of Vocational Training in Developing Countries, Gambia could become a model for sustainable development in Africa. The trip by representatives of the State Agency to the Gambia marks the start of cooperation between various organizations and schools to strengthen exchanges in vocational training in the agricultural sector. Together with the organization Collective Action for Sustainable Development from Brikama and the Berlin Society for International Cooperation as project sponsors, financed by the State Office for Development Cooperation, the State Office is initiating an intensive exchange with Gambian vocational schools in the agricultural sector. Is to establish regular exchanges between German and Gambian vocational schools. This trip is intended to provide initial insights into the situation of vocational schools on the ground. The first stop is the Vocational Agriculture School run by the Gambia Songhai Initiative in Pakala. Here, students are trained in agriculture and animal husbandry. It is striking that in Gambia, as in many African countries, traditional farming methods involving a lot of manual labour still predominate. On the one hand, such farming methods are not very competitive globally. On the other hand, however, they are very sustainable, as they do not require the use of artificial fertilizers or pesticides. The prospect of combining this sustainability with increased efficiency and higher yields presents an excellent opportunity for the sustainable development of agriculture in the Gambia, which is also of great interest to the country office. Recently, particular attention has been paid to rice cultivation.
He works with now
the flat and humid riverbank areas of the Gambia offer good opportunities for rice cultivation. A Chinese research cultivation project is investigating which rice varieties are particularly suitable for Gambian soil and climate conditions. Thanks to financial support from the Chinese government, this project is well equipped logistically and technically, unlike other agricultural enterprises. The extent to which this project will benefit Gambia or only the Chinese agricultural economy remains to be seen. Nevertheless, important insights can be gained here for strengthening the food supply.
Genau dafür ja dieses System.
However, the main destination of the State Office's trip is Gambia College in Brikama, south of the capital Banjul. Gambia College is the largest vocational school for agriculture in Gambia. Here, young people are trained in all areas of agriculture, among many other professions. Together with teachers from Gambia College, the students are given the opportunity by the State Office's lecturers to learn sustainable methods in agriculture that are intended to make Gambia and its agricultural climate-proof and thus future-proof through lectures and workshops.
I come from horticulture.
This exchange, known as the AGRO YOUTH Project Gambia, is carried out in cooperation with the State Office, Berliner Agency for International Cooperation BGZ and the Peter-Lenné-Schule, and is of great importance to the college. AGRO YOUTH Gambia demonstrates how international cooperation can create new opportunities. Knowledge transfer, training, and active partnerships create opportunities for young people, sustainable agriculture, and a shared future across continents. When education and commitment come together, the result is more than just technical expertise. Mutual understanding, trust, and a willingness to learn from one another grow. In this way, a project becomes a dialogue, encounters become impulses, and small steps lead to change. AGRO YOUTH Gambia is therefore not only a contribution to professional qualification, but also a sign of a future based on cooperation, respect, and shared responsibility.